What happened with the ending for The Last of Us 2? What went wrong? What is that guitar? Why? For the transparency, I actually liked the guitar ending. Everything related to Abby, we're gonna move past that. We're gonna skip her for this episode because for me, Last of Us 2 is all about Ellie and Joel. Hence, the ending explanation that you're watching right now is Ellie and Joel. We will discuss Abby in a little bit because, of course, she is involved in all of this, unfortunately. Anyway, guitar is the theme for this whole game, for the whole story. The game started with guitar, with Joel, and explaining what has happened in the first game's ending. Then Joel singing that song for Ellie, later handing that guitar over to her. It was more of a, this is the only thing I'm handing over to you. Think of this as my legacy being carried forward. Then Ellie, both in flashbacks and current timeline, including Joel, both still going back and forth with that guitar. Even in the promotional materials, guitar was important. Heck, all the way back to the reveal trailer, guitar had so much importance. It was the only thing that Joel could actually hand over to Ellie after doing everything he can. Watch space flashback scene, emotional, makes me cry every single time. And especially right before the ending, Joel uses that guitar one final time where we see Ellie and Joel bond reaching its peak before that horrible night afterwards. Ellie, after learning the truth, could never forgive Joel, even if he was right. She does not want to know if he was right or wrong. She just didn't want to be lied to. Why? Because she was forced to believe by Fireflies that her immunity is some sort of hope for humanity, mankind. So in her head, her immunity meant something, which was pointed out by Joel in the opening, which made this obstruct wall between them that led all the way to the night before Joel and Tommy's events with Abby. Now we have, will Ellie ever forgive Joel? Did Ellie forgive Joel to begin with? Ellie will now live with these regrets for the rest of the time, not only regarding I should have forgiven him post Joel's death, of course, but also what would have happened if Joel hadn't took me out from Fireflies that night. Ellie, to live with these thoughts and regrets, started to use the guitar that Joel gave her and the legacy he passed over. It is a mixed feeling of, this belongs to the man who protected me, who literally would do anything for me, but also the man who took me out from the Fireflies, abandoning the only hope this mankind had. She would sing and use the guitar to cope with those feelings. Reveal trailer, her singing to Dina are clear indications of that. Hence, writers made sure we see Abby biting Ellie's fingers, the exact ones that she used for the guitar. It was more of a commentary of Abby becoming this problem between Joel and Ellie's relationship, and she literally became that. In the end, she tried one last time whether she can still cope with her. Now, big decision of leaving Abby alive. A video is coming soon on her, something Joel did with Ellie, but there he had no choice. But Ellie, she did. Hence, she tried that guitar one last time. However, it did not work. It did not work not because she can't play anymore. Obviously, she can, as she was used to before, but everything related to leaving Abby alive, Abby killing Joel, she's not forgiving or forgiving Joel. Was I really the hope for mankind that Joel took away from this world? Hence, leaving that guitar right there was a clear indication that they tried to make this choice ambiguous once again. She is leaving that guitar, trying to let go of the past. What is her feelings? They wanted to leave that ambiguous. Did she finally forgive Joel by leaving that guitar there because it was the only legacy? Or she made up her mind that Joel lied to me, I will never forgive him. Hence leaving Abby alive because it was Joel's fault that we are in this mess, and it is Joel's fault that he's dead, which is kind of effed up if you ask me. And I don't believe the second part, I believe the first one. First game, we were like, did she believe or trusted Joel? We think that she knows, but she trusted Joel for what he's done for her. She always knew that, but she didn't want to believe that he lied. She didn't want to believe that Joel took away the only hope mankind had with the cure. I kid you not. She has more trouble with him lying rather than killing those people, but here in the story, it's more of a, did she forgive Joel? Is she now living with regrets? Is she seeing what Joel did worth it or not? The problem with all of this is that, firstly, first game's ending is now pointless. We now know how she felt about what Joel did. Flashback scene, of course. The choice, all of that good stuff. But at the same time, the writers intentionally made it clear that Ellie is having conflict throughout the whole story. The more she grows, the more she kills people, learn hard truths about them, their factions, morals, purpose of how they live. All of this leads to her having even more harder time to cope with what Joel did and her feelings. The conflict she's having is not, oh my god, I can't believe he killed that doctor by whom the Abby came and killed him back. Rather, I know he lied to me, but I trusted him enough to do the right thing. But most importantly, I trusted him to trust me enough to tell me the truth. Did he took away the only hope? Was I were to blame? He did the right thing? Do I really needed to know? Who am I? What is my worth? All this makes me so sad about Joel. Man didn't even found out if Ellie, the only person he found purpose in life for, the only person he literally lived or would die for and did with passion, compassion. Just see the flashback scenes, he would do anything for her. She was his life. What Tess said in the first game about redemption and story, he now realized what it meant and he took it real deep. He really took it to the heart. Ellie was that redemption. But the choice of sacrificing Ellie for mankind, since that was supposed to be the original title for The Last of Us, look it up, or saving Ellie since she's all that he has now, is all but for nothing now. Ellie's character in the story, part 2, was written a bit off. However, it is understandable as to how she would react and why. I see it more as a, whatever Joel did, I trusted him enough to tell me the truth, but he lied for years. He hid that. And for what and why? That curiosity, that conflict, and Ellie finally understanding and learning to forgive him only for him to get killed the very next day. This took a massive toll on her mentally. Can you imagine what state Ellie would be in? She just found out the truth face to face, then Joel making her realize slowly why he did that. Not only for Ellie to start understanding and forgiving him, but to seeing Joel being taken away forever because of something Joel did all those years ago, where Ellie is alive right now because of it. Can you imagine? And remember when Ellie said in first game, everyone I cared about has either died or left me, everyone except for you? Not to mention the truth is, I would be more scared. She would be scared with someone else because she trusted Joel would go to lengths to save her. But that took a lot of vulnerability from both sides, both Joel and Ellie. But to save her, she blames herself not to be useful enough for the better for everyone, specifically her immunity. Now, it's all regrets, memories, more lies, more regrets. If this story wasn't about revenge or violence, if this story wasn't about Abby, I am telling you 100% that this story would have been Ellie leaving Joel after finding out the truth to Fireflies, to really find out if I was useless or pointless, or was I really a hope, a chance for humanity. Which is why all of this leaves only one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Guess. Okay, that made me emotional, y'all know why. No Fireflies in this story. Meaning, and prepare your butts, she never got her answers that she was looking for. She knows now why Joel took her out from Fireflies. Now, she wants to know, was that Joel being selfish for saving me? Did he really took away the hope from everyone else as well? And the only way to see if she forgives Joel or believes him or trusts him, whatever, is to find the truth herself. Because for her, it's like, I can't believe anything anymore. I was lied to my whole life. Now he's gone. The only time he was starting to open up about that day, that time, those moments. Now I don't know anything. The only way to move forward is to let go of the past, and the only way to learn the truth about Fireflies is to let go of Joel. She will learn the truth, harsh reality herself. There will be manipulations, regrets, lies, but some harsh truths as well. Part 2 was about revenge, violence, mixed feelings of trust and love. Part 3 will be regrets, truth, and maybe, finally, what the story should have been in the first place, forgiveness. Had they replaced Abby with Fireflies for us to play as Ellie to find the truths about Fireflies, this would have been completely different. Matter of fact, I would have personally stood here to defend the game and the story myself. Maybe even the finale is where we see Ellie's journey in Fireflies ending once and for all, as she ends Fireflies for what they were planning to do, or maybe give herself up for the humanity, something now she can actually choose to do, because the only reason she was alive is now no more. What purpose does she have now? Exactly. Come to think of it, Ellie's life has really been tragic. Joel, on the other hand, is one man that never deserved what he got. Only, if only. Seriously, the thought of thinking that the person Joel saved, gave his entire life to, did everything he can for, learns the truth, and tells you that she don't know if she will ever forgive, only to die not knowing whether she would forgive me for whatever I did for her. And now we will never know if she has or did, unless of course there's part 3. I'm sad, boys. Send me some love in the comments down below.
you.